Hi, I'm Capt. Stanford with Texas Fish Tips this week, Fishing Report.
Well, folks, out here at the end of these jetties, these redfish are on fire. There's thousands of them out there. North jetty or south jetty, either one, get on the end of it, drop down that water. You'll see some boats probably out there, but cut mullet's been the way to go. Live mullet works. You can use shrimp. You get a lot of other fish with the shrimp. We catch a trout with it, catch a trash fish too, but you're catching a fish, redfish and trout. There's some nice trout coming through those jetties. We've caught some nice flounder on the jetties, up to 20 inches. Either one of these jetties doesn't matter, but also out here on this beach right between the pier and the south jetty, there's been some sharks out there. If you want to just catch a small shark, just get you some shrimp and drift down through there, you'll find one. Then also these phenodocs right here, been holding some nice fish. There's a lot of perch mixed in there if you use shrimp, but if you use mullet or even a live croaker, you can catch those bull reds. There's also some nice slot reds. Get there early morning when it's incoming tide, seems to be the best, but even the afternoon we've been catching some nice fish out there in about 30 foot of water. Over in Redfish Bay, right behind old Dagger Island, right down through, has been holding some nice redfish and some trout. Cut mullet's been the best thing to get. If you can get some croaker, some decent sized croaker, not too big, not too small, there's still some trout in there. Redfish, cut mullet, finger mullet's been working real well down through here. Any of these little islands been working real well. If you drop down this deeper water, right down through, you'll see one or two boats. There's been some black drum in there. Just drop your trolling motor down, go up and down, you'll find them. Look for the mud ball. On the Lydian channel, right down through the super flats, right down through, has been holding some nice fish. There's redfish and trout for the wade fishermen. It's also a good place to get out of that wind when it's blowing out of that south real strong. There's been some real good fish caught right down through here, artificials. Cut mullet's still the best thing to work on the redfish in the potholes if you can find the potholes, because it is getting windy and messing up that water. This water being up, we've had a couple of storms coming in this weekend, right down the old Klondike Islands, right on these little islands, right up on them. Cut mullet, there's been some redfish up in there. Any of them, just pick one, go to the next one, fish about 20, 30 minutes, go to the next one. It's no big deal. Anywhere's down through this little old terminal causeway down through these islands, you can throw right up next to them with a shrimp or the cut mullet and you'll catch some redfish. Over in Portland shoreline, this whole shoreline, we've been catching some nice redfish on cut mullet, cut ladyfish if you happen to find them. Anywhere's up down through here. Sometimes they're way up on that bank, sometimes they're a little further out. There's also several piers down through here that stick out down through here. There's been a few trout and some nice reds and some black drum holding on some of those. Then, if it's nice and calm, get out here in this Corpus Christi Bay. Anywhere out here. There's all kinds of wells all out through here. All down through. There's 50 wells at least out here in this bay. Pick one. We've been catching trout. There's some nice trout. Some 20 inchers. Using nothing but free line shrimp, maybe a split shot. There's a few black drum mixed in there. There's triple tail. Lots of sharks. One day we had 8 sharks. We're catching lots of sand trout on some of them. You go to one. If they're not on it, go to the next one. Just keep on till you find them. Sometimes you find 1 or 2 trout. Sometimes you find 50. Just the way it is. If there's a bunch of boats on it, go to the next one. If you want to come back to that one a little bit, those fish will start biting again if they quit on you. Come back and get them.
Thanks for watching. I'm Capt. Stanford.